Hello there, it's Fabienne Fredrickson from boldheart.com, and today I want to ask you a question that you're probably not expecting. The question is, have you ever thought of ditching your business and starting up another business because you feel more passionate about something else than you feel about what you're currently doing right now? I want to tell you a story about something that happened to me 10 years ago. And it was 2008. And I hope you don't judge me for these details. This is just me vulnerably sharing some of my trajectory and some bumps in the road that I had, and perhaps it can serve you. So it was 2008, and after 8 years of being in business, almost 9, I finally took my business past the $1 million mark. And through, blood, sweat, and tear-soaked pillows, lots of hard work, I did it. I got my business to 7 figures. And I remember the fall of that year going to a mastermind with an informal mastermind with some of my friends in the industry. And I remember sharing the good news. I got to 7 figures. And knowing that this is a place where you could celebrate things like that and people wouldn't judge you, just like we do at Bold Heart. And then so they said, wow, congratulations, that's awesome. What do you want to work on today for your business? And I said, I'm going to shut down my business and I want to start another business from scratch. And they were like, what are you talking about? I said, well, if you ask me that, I'll tell you the truth. When I'm teaching straight up marketing, and I'm teaching about taglines, I'm teaching about this and getting clients and stuff like that, I've been passionate about it all my life, but there's something else I'm really, really passionate about, and I just can't do both. And I know that I would be fascinated and motivated for the rest of my life if I could do this. This too, but since I can't do both, I got to pick one. And so they said, okay, we know you. You're well known for being top marketing trainer, teacher for solo business owners, especially women. What is this other thing? And I said, it's mindset. Part of me getting to 7 figures is that I've mastered, and there's always more mastery to come, right? But I've mastered how the inner game drives the outer game, how your mindset and what your beliefs and expectations are, your subconscious, everything that is on the inside dictates what's on the outside. And I said, this is the thing that nobody teaches in the way that I've come to teach it. And I feel like business owners really need this. And, they can get marketing elsewhere, but they can't get what I offer else. And besides, I'm so passionate about this. And so I think I'm just going to shut down my marketing business. And I'm just going to start from scratch with my other thing. And, and this man that I know, he's just really respected in the marketplace. He goes, so let me get this straight. You just took your business to $1 million and now you want to shut it down to start something from scratch. How does that make any sense? And I was like, I know, I just don't know what to do. And that day, they all helped me figure out how to bring more of this new piece into this old piece that I still loved, but wasn't lit up with on its own. And so I created a plan that day to bring the mindset into the marketing. And I, little by little, weaved in all of my mindset principles, all of my own rituals of law of attraction. How do I use metaphysics and quantum physics? How do I use personal growth and development? How do I keep my positive expectation? How do I stay in faith when things don't work out? How do I call upon source? Just bringing in the divine into business. And, I was scared at first, like people are not going to take me seriously. But what I wanted to say is you have to try this out. When you try this out, you'll see it brings your business to really high levels like it did mine. And little by little, I created this business where the mindset is part of business. The personal growth is part of business. The spirituality is part of business. And my clients started getting amazing results. I started to bring people to multiple 6 figures with me and to 7 figures with me. I started getting all these people to break the $1 million mark because I was leading with mindset. And once they had the mindset, they could apply and play a much bigger game with the marketing and enjoy the visibility and enjoy the growth and really make an impact on the world. But if I hadn't brought the two together, and I never thought that you could because no one was doing it the way I wanted to do it at the time. So essentially, I had to become an industry change agent, an industry transformer. I had to break the pattern of how things were done in my industry and then do it my own way, bringing the two things that light me up together. And so now this is, why we call it Bold Heart. It's about Bold Heart Business. It's about doing business boldly because you have faith, because you've worked on your inner game, because you lead with mindset, because you're following all of these strategies and systems that work. And ever since I started bringing the two together now 10 years ago, it went to, I hope you don't mind me sharing more numbers, it went to multiple 7 figures. And what I realized since then, and I've been sharing with so many of our Bold Heart Business members over the years, is when you meld your passions together, you do not have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You can bring, you can bring another baby to play in the bath. I don't know. That sounds funny. But anyway, when you bring your passions together and do things the way they're not done in your industry, and really trust your judgment and weave in the things that you're really passionate about and that will really help your clients and your customers, that's when you become different in your industry. That's when you're no longer a commodity. That's when people come to you, and like with us, they'll stay 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, because they get all of their needs met. So I've brought in mindset and personal growth and business systems and list building and online products and passive income and spiritual development and law of attraction and hugs and dancing and wine and good food and flowers and friendships and love. Did I mention love, love, love? Bring all the things that are important to me and that I know help people, and it exponentially grew my business. And so if you've ever been in a place, and maybe you're in that place now, where you're feeling like your existing business is kind of vanilla and you're bored by it, or you don't see yourself spending the next 25 years being fascinated and motivated to grow this thing, then I want to ask you after this video to pull out your journal and start just allowing yourself to free flow. What is it that lights you up? What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that doesn't make sense in your industry, but that you could weave into your business? Think about how you could produce better results for your clients if you melded your passions together. That's what happened with me. It's now what I teach in the Leverage Your Differentiation Year 2 activator of our leverage track. It is how many of our clients have gotten to 7 figures. It's because they're different. It's because they're changing their industry and they're lit up. And when you're lit up, your clients are lit up. Everybody's happy. It's amazing, the personal vibration that happens in your business. So that's my loving assignment for you for today. Your inspiration is to pull out your journal and to think about how much are you being lit up by your business right now, and what would you need to weave in for it to be even more meaningful and fulfilling for you, and become an industry change agent. Maybe that's what you're meant to do to increase your business dramatically. I'd love to hear more. Sending you so much love. See you next time. Bye.